we were having that conversation about what I call silent haters. You can call them, there's probably other terms for it, but friends and family that have probably, it's funny, and I think a lot of people can relate on this, but anybody who's tried to start something, whether it's a business or just some big idea, like a big idea, whether it takes a lot of work or it's just a huge leap of faith, I find in my experience, and it sounds like you have too, that there's people that kind of silently hate on you and kind of in a way doubt you or almost want you to fail. It seems like they want you to fail, or that's probably not what it is. I think they just doubt you. I think it's more doubt than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking a little bit about why they do that, and I think just to kind of drive home what we were talking about again earlier was, I think a lot of it is projection. When especially when people have known you, the longer they know you, like let's use me as an example. The longer I've known people, let's say 20, 30 years, especially that long, the longer you have known me, the more you doubt me. And the reason for that, I think, is because I was a little monster when I was a kid, right? So they have this image of me, and so if I'm even slightly successful at anything I do, they probably think like, oh, I know who he really is, and people don't change. Maybe they have that perspective, and again, that could all come back to projection. And what I mean by that is maybe they're thinking to themselves like, well, I haven't changed much, so I don't think he can change that much, or like maybe they're thinking, I could never do that. So I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Those type of things is what I'm talking about when I say projection, and that's just part of it. I haven't even touched bases with. There's more aspects to this conversation, I think, and I'm left to speculate, unfortunately, because no one's going to ever tell you to your face or like you're unsuccessful, you're never going to make it. I mean, will do that, but you most likely will not get that from people who've known you for such a long period of time.
You're usually going to get that from anonymous people.
Yeah. It's just an interesting conversation, though, to have, because obviously you would like a lot of your support initially to come from friends and family, people who you think would be supportive, but you don't get that a lot. Most times you ain't going to get that.
Yeah. I noticed that even telling people about the podcast is, some people are supportive, you know what I mean? But other people are kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, they're not going to be like that stupid, but they also just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's cute. It's a good idea, Well, I mean, I'll talk to you in 6 months or from now, and it's going to be an idea that went down the toilet or didn't continue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and again, it could be a projection thing. Maybe if they think that that's what would happen to them if they started it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. It's just kind of, people give up on projects really easily. So I think that, especially when you're first starting a project, people are just kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And also people just don't want to invest in things that aren't already successful, usually. So
that's a huge truth.
You know what I mean? Like, even for me, it's like if I'm trying to go like learn a subject or something, and I go look up a video on YouTube on how to do whatever it is. Say I want to learn about cars or whatever. I'm not going to go watch a video from some dude that has like 10 followers when there's another dude that has like 40,000 followers right next to him. The videos right next to each other. Like, well, this guy's obviously is good at this. He knows what he's doing. So he probably knows how to make YouTube videos. And people obviously think he knows what he's talking about. So I'm going to go view his videos probably.
Yeah.
So
when you can probably get just the same amount of value out of both of them. Or one has something to offer that the other doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably really true, actually.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's not one better, when you take one category, there's not one superior thing that can provide everything you need for that one topic. That's just unrealistic.
Yeah. I've gotten pretty good now. I can usually tell when a channel is going to kind of blow up on YouTube, honestly, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will click on those channels that have low views, and I'll see the quality of the videos, and I'm like, dude, this is actually like pro quality. They're definitely gonna blow up.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the fact though that because that's another angle exactly. Nobody wants to start from scratch. Nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm no different. I would love to start and jump into something that already has traction, whether it's a business, anything I've done. I wish it was already established, but that's just unrealistic. And so I come to terms with that. Me personally, I come to terms with those things real early and understand it's going to take a lot of work.